Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live Akashic Messages with me, Natasha. I didn't realize that there was a delay. Sorry about that. Um, welcome, everyone. So, Tuesdays I go live to give people messages from the Akashic records. So, it's either messages, healings, clearings, however I can support you. This is a way that I am of service to you all today. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. So happy you're here as well. So I usually take us through a quick meditation, set us up, create a safe environment, and usually the guides, hi, Caroline, Ellen, give me a message for the group, for the collective, and then if you would like a message, please put in capital letters what you would like. If your handle is not your name, please can you give me your name because I go by the frequency of your name. And it's so interesting. I didn't realize why that happened, but a couple of weeks ago, I attended a talk at the Theosophical Society, which was all about Egypt and the different names that the pharaohs have. And that made it so interesting because certain names give us different frequencies that we are connected to. So as long as I have at least a first name, it just helps me with my accuracy. And the capital letters this is such a beautiful supportive group. It helps me to distinguish from you guys supporting each other and for what's for me. So the messages are random. I usually write them down, just grabbing a piece of paper to be ready for that. And let's meditate. Okay. We'll just close our eyes. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Release any tension, stress, or negativity. As you exhale, breathing in and let go. And bring your attention from the outside world internally. Note, is there any place that's heavier, that's denser, or calling to your attention? And breathe into that area and exhale the density out through your mouth. Now feel the ground beneath your feet. Open up those chakras and allow that exchange of energy between you and Mother Earth. And I'd like you to bring your focus to your heart right now. And from the center of the earth, we're calling in the crystal, diamond white crystalline energy, the life force that sustains all living things on this planet. And from the center of the cosmos, we're going to bring in this beautiful golden energy of Christ consciousness, the energy of unconditional love, compassion, ascension, expanding ourselves, remembering that we're divine. And as we call both energies in, the golden energy coming in from our crown and the diamond white crystalline energy in through the soles of our feet, filling our bodies completely with these two frequencies, energizing every single cell, replenishing, replacing our energy fields, expanding them, raising its frequency as both energies meet in the heart. Let go of what's holding you back. Let go of the blocks. Let go of the tension, the stress, the shame, the blame, anything, the fear. And allow this energy to complete its frequency upgrade. And you start to feel connected to the earth and the heaven above. The bridge between the two worlds lies in your heart. That aspect of creator that is experiencing a human life. And as we step into the Akashic Records, keepers of the Akashic Records, who's open and allow me access to the records of this group, all those that are alive and all those that are yet to watch this, and create a safe and sacred space for our highest good and healing, allowing us to step into our highest potential, align us with the highest pathway. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, what you desire. Don't be afraid. Fear is just a moment in time. And you can either be frozen by it or move past it. But one thing is for sure is that nothing stands still. Everything is always in motion. So we ask you today to focus. Where are you thinking? What are you watching? What fears are you giving energy to? What belief systems, what timelines? Note what you watch in the news. Note what you watch on social media. Don't give in to the fear. Choose your reality. Choose your frequency. Choose the multiverse time version of where you'd want to be. Choose the reality that you choose to live. And align your frequency with what you would prefer. Because, as Natasha would say, we are spoiled brats, and Creator, God, all that is, Source, is always saying yes. So watch what you affirm. Watch what your beliefs are. Watch how you respond, because you are magnetizing to you what you desire. And even if you live in the I don't desire this, live to what you do desire. Let go of the negatives, let go of the nots, let go of the no's. We are at an exciting time for the next 3 years. Many, many lies will be exposed. Many that have conspired to keep you small. The systems will be exposed. And the systems will collapse. But do not give in to the narrative that these systems have created. Yes, this is part of your conditioning, but you are here because you know that. You are here because you've put your head above that and seen that there is more. So as you've seen that there is more, it's time to do more. It's time to be more. To remember that you are more. And that you are in control. You are the creator of your reality. The only difference is you're not doing it subconsciously anymore. Start doing it consciously. Start doing it in a sense of following what expands you, what feels right in your heart. The mind doesn't always know what it wants, but the heart does. And sometimes the mind tries to convince the heart of something else, but trust the heart. It's time to start leading with your heart. The mind is tired. Allow the heart to expand. Allow the heart to lead the mind with love, with understanding, with compassion, with grace. Be brave. It's not what you're used to. Be brave. Because you are awakened and you are here. You are now. Because you have the strength to overcome anything that you've invited into your life. We are always with you, always supporting you. Love you always. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Viviani. Thank you for joining us and all those that support me on this channel and moderate. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's start looking at some messages here. Let me just grab a pencil. Okay. So let's go first. Let's see. Okay, Jennifer. Let's start with you. Jen. Okay. Hi, Natasha. My name is Jennifer. What do my guides, angels, say about me getting an ambassadorship for a fabric company? What do the records show? I should owe early next month. Okay, let me just check that in for you. Okay. Jennifer, I think that the path is clear for you. I think that they might actually take on, I'm seeing 3 people, and it's quite interesting to see that the 3 of you have come in as souls that okay, when it comes to future, this is a probability, but this is a high probability that I'm seeing right now. So it seems that there's the 3 of you have actually come in as a contract to support each other. So I wouldn't worry about it. Stop stressing. Start already seeing, because if you don't get it, that ambassadorship where you're thinking of getting, you will get it somewhere else. But everything is unfolding as it needs to be. Each step taking one step at a time. And it's leading you to where you need to be. So don't worry. If it excites you, that is the right direction you're in. And they will feel it. It's your confidence that is the most important thing. You're very charismatic, so you'll draw these things towards you anyway. But all opportunities are opening up for you. That or something better is what I wish for you. Okay, I hope that that was supportive. Okay, James. And Natasha, I'm super grateful for you, and I'm grateful for you too. I would love a message from Spirit. I hope all is well with you. All is awesome with me. Okay, let's just check here. Okay, James, as soon as I step in, I feel tired. So you're needing to take some time for rest. It's you do a lot. Start delegating. Allow other people to do some work as well. So it's you stepping into your leadership. And yes, we lead by example, and you always have that, but it's also good to allow others to do some other things as well. So that, yeah. Yeah, step into your leadership and give others the responsibilities that they is theirs, not yours, and delegate. Okay. Hope that is supportive for you. Michaela. Every time I get back into doing readings, my mental health suffers, and so I feel so frustrated. Yes, let's see. We need to fix that. Okay. Huh. It's almost like there becomes like a block, and it puts a lot of pressure, like on both right side and left side of your brain. Okay, let me see if I can just remove this quickly. I think this is a past life block that you placed in it's like a safety block that has come in. And not only that, you need to channel that energy right through your body and ground that energy in. It's not grounding. So it's all staying up here as well. But that's because you have a couple of blocks. Let me just see if I can remove them. Just one moment, Michaela. Okay, and I'm just going to, because this is a group, I'm just unblocking all channels. I'm focusing on Michaela, but this includes all of us. Yeah, there's like stagnant energy as it comes in and whew, there's quite a lot that's happening in your heart as well. Okay. Just releasing that energy into the violet fire. Okay. I clear all oaths, all pledges, all alliances, all allegiances from all past lifetimes that could be affecting this lifetime. I reactivate your gifts and I bring in the safety protocols that you need to do your work, to keep your physical, your mental, your emotional bodies healthy, your etheric body healthy. I increase and maximize all your systems to their highest potential in all timelines, in all dimensions, in all realities. This is my will, and so it is. It's from one of your witchy lifetimes, Michaela. It's you. There was a fail safe that you placed in there, so every time that starts to happen, yeah. Okay, I hope that feels good for you. Okay, let's see, where do we go next? Okay, please put in your name if it just helps me to be a little bit more accurate. Starlight, can you ask my guides what is the best way to allow the inflow of money right now? Thanks, Danica. Okay, Danica, let's connect in. Okay. So, Danica, you're moving from a place of that you're viscerally changing your physical, your mental, your emotional bodies to move from a space of surviving to a space of thriving because there's only you know that. Okay. And that becomes it's almost like you're learning to use muscles that you haven't before. Okay. But what they're wanting you to know is that those muscles are there. So please start seeing all the abundance that you already have in your life. And it's the intergenerational wealth that you've always created. So it's almost like you've known how to experience struggle and needing to fight for everything that you want or that you have. You already know that. It's now time to choose something else. And that's what's important. Um, okay, so I'm going to do a quick abundance activation for everybody. Thank you, Danica, for doing that because I think we're all needing that right now. I'm going to get you all to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I call in the violet flame of Saint Germain, and I ask to renounce all agreements, all vows, all promises from our ancestral lines or any lifetime, including this lifetime, that any way or any form promotes or blocks or limits or hinders, obstructs, suppresses our energy, the flow of abundance in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities, asking to break and neutralize and remove all contracts, all vows, all promises, all agreements, whether they were taken consciously or unconsciously, that interfere with our energy, our prosperity, to clear this through all minds, all bodies, all timelines, all incarnations, all universes, to clear our ancestral lines of poverty in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities, activating I am worthy, I am ready, I am capable, and that we are willing to move beyond all resistance, all blockages, all opposition, in order to step into our true path as ascending light, to remove all that would hinder financial abundance, time abundance, love in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities. I release all blocks in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities, and I allow an abundance, an amplification of abundance and prosperity to expand our thinking, our feeling around abundance and prosperity, dissolving all the limits that we've held around experiences and qualities, so that we may experience abundance and prosperity in all areas of our lives, so that we are able to inspire others. I bring in miracle consciousness to all that are here, to open the doors and allow a total flow of abundance with grace, with ease, in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities, allowing for great expansion of inner peace, freedom, harmony, love, and flow. Call in the right people, places, and opportunities to create lives that are abundant in health, wealth, happiness, joy, and love. This is my will, and so it is. Deep breath, everybody, and exhale. Thank you. I hope that is supportive for not only you, Danica, but for many. Sarah, good morning, Natasha. I would love a message for my hubby, Ricardo, as he's struggling at the moment. He and I are a team and would love a message for him. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Connect into Ricardo. Oh my goodness. Yes, as soon as I connect into Ricardo, it's actually quite hard for him to express these things for him. So it's almost kind of like it feels like his throat chakra is blocked here. And he's too afraid to ask for what he wants. And what the guides are saying to him is like, he mustn't be afraid, because I think there's a limiting belief somewhere in there, and it's quite subconscious that, things are limited. And there's also a struggle between spirituality and being financially abundant too, which is quite interesting. So there's So his struggle at the moment is this, okay? He's quite visionary. So he needs time to recenter himself. He needs time to go within. What's happening is that the way you guys work is changing and he hasn't seen it yet. So it's not that he is stuck. He's just he's getting these ideas and he's just trying to make them fit to old systems or old ways of leading or expanding or working. It's time for him to do things his way, a new way. And it's not that, I mean, he's always been such a creative individual thinker, but he's not he's not listening internally, but all the answers are with him. He knows which way. They're showing me him at the helm of a ship. He knows which way he wants to go. It's just it's almost like the routes are mapped out for him, but he knows there's a different way to go because he's discovering new land. So he needs to really, really trust himself, but he needs that time to go quiet without judgment. It's an internal thing that will open up. So the more pressure he puts on himself, the longer and the harder it's going to be for him to do it. But he needs to let go of everything he's been taught and do things his way. I hope that helps, Ricardo. I really do. Thanks, Sarah. Okay. Mika, 2009. Hi, Natasha. Tammy here. Hi, Tammy. Could you please have a message from my guides? Thanks. Yes, absolutely, Tammy. Okay, so I'm getting quite an interesting vision. So I'm seeing, it feels like you're walking in the dark and they're asking, and but you've got a flashlight. So it feels like I'm camping and they're asking you to look down because sometimes I'm just trying to decipher this message. Sometimes you need to look at where you're stepping so that you can move faster. Um, Otherwise, you're tripping up as you're walking. It's almost kind of like, even though you've got your flashlight on, you're not shining it in the right place. So sometimes you need to look at the detail. Um, and sometimes you need to decide where you're going to step. So shining a light in the darkness is what is important right now, but it's time to look at where you're stepping in, make a conscious decision as to where you will be stepping into. And that's important. So it's almost kind of like take your time before you make your decisions, but there's an extra awareness that needs to come in for you. Okay. I hope that helps, Tammy. Okay. Mm. Viviani, hi, I would love a message from the masters, please. Thank you. Yes, absolutely, Viviani. Let's see. Okay, so as I connected into your records, Viviani, there's a lot. So you're moving through a lot of family traditions, family patterns, family. It's like you're starting to understand yourself by seeing your family and your friends and looking at different behaviors and the intergenerational patterns that have been passed down from one generation to the other. And now you're starting to look at it as the second thought because you're starting to see that it doesn't work for you as much anymore. And whether that is only family or work, because I feel that the people you work with feel like family. Or wherever you've been might have been there for quite a while, but it's almost kind of like, yeah, you're starting to discover the patterns that you're needing to release and clear. And what they're saying is you're seeing them because they need to be changed. You're seeing them because they're ready to be let go of. And you will find resistance from some people because they are so used to you being one way rather than another. And it scares them because you're leading the pathway as to to how to release these intergenerational patterns. So step into observation a little bit more from a place of curiosity, and you'll start to see where things have become. But you're going to have to start saying no more often. And some people aren't going to like it, and you're going to might feel guilty about saying no as well. But although I think we've worked through a lot of that. But yeah, you're moving into another layer of choosing you in a deeper sense. Okay, hope that helps, Viviani. Okay, let's see. Sweet Farish Sunday. Is my family learning from my experience of recovering from this autoimmune disease? This has impacted their lives too. Okay, so let's connect into you. So what you need to understand, Sunday, is that yes, your family is definitely learning for it. When we go through big illnesses or big diseases or big discomforts, there's always a contract that comes in with your family, with your caretakers, with the people that support you, because not only is the lessons for you and the expansion for you, but always those around you as well. So they are definitely learning from that. And a lot of the times those souls have already come in knowing that that's what they were getting into, and then they still choose it. So yes, absolutely, they're learning, and their soul's going to be very grateful, especially if the disease has been going for a long time. Then it's karmic, so it's there, and they've come in to support you for sure. Okay, I hope that that is supportive. Lydia, uh, let's see here. Good morning, Natasha. Good morning to you, Lydia. Okay, any messages coming through? I am open to hearing them. If not, have a mostly lovely day and week. Thank you for all your service. Thank you. I'm excited to share. Okay, let's connect into you, Lydia. So, Lydia, as I connect into you, there's two things that I'm feeling. One, I'm feeling it in my chest, and I'm also feeling it kind of like in my top jaw. So, you at the moment, you're moving through healing some grief from your paternal lineage or anything to do with the kind of like that masculine lineage as well. So this is you doing quite a lot of healing and uplifting, but you've stopped a lot of patterns for your family, but you're going through a lot of healing. So be kind, be gentle, be understanding with yourself. You're extremely gifted. You have a very, very big heart. But also for you, I feel that saying no is a full sentence, doesn't need to be justified either. So yeah, moving through paternal lineage and finding your voice again, and yes, saying no when you need to say no, and that's important. Know that you're supported. Your guides are always with you. I feel that there's a family member that is with you always as well, giving you strength. Feels masculine as well. So you're always protected. So yeah, don't you worry. Okay. I hope that that was supportive for you. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, Lotus Bloom, Ashta. Hi, may I know what my connection is with Arjun? This is a guy I had a trauma-based attachment with as a child. As I heal through my flashbacks, I received news of him falling sick twice. Okay. So thank you for asking. So your trauma that you experienced was, it feels like it's intergenerational. And sometimes our soul, and I know if this sounds awful, sometimes our soul goes through a trauma so that we can heal from that and stop those intergenerations, that continuation of that trauma for the generations to come, and to help others that have gone through that. Remember that it's less about, we're always attracting what we're putting out there. That is karma. Karma's always there. So how people treat us as their karma, how we respond as our own karma. And once you know that, yeah, you start to understand that we are always drawing towards us what we're putting out there. So the best thing that you can do is send him love, send him blessings, send him clarity. Um, if you can bring it in your heart. And the beautiful thing is, as you heal through that, um, you release yourself from actually being attached to his energy. And that's one of the great benefits of forgiveness, is that disconnect to those people we don't want to be connected to anymore. So I hope that that is helpful, gives you some comfort at least. Okay. Let's see, where are we? Lindsay, hi Natasha. If you feel drawn, I would love a message having to do with family and healing. Thank you. Okay, let's connect to that, Lindsay. So, Lindsay, as soon as I connect into your family, something very interesting is happening, in the sense that your family feels like it's soul family. So what that means is that many generations or many lifetimes, you are born into the same families. So, your mother was your cousin, or, you were her mother, or, it's like there's a collective that you're healing. And I feel that there's a person, or maybe a cousin, or somebody close in your family, that you tend to all go through, they're releasing the same patterns at the same time. So you have people to talk to. Um, so it is important to see what you're going through. So for example, a pattern could be people pleasing, or a pattern could be, putting others ahead of yourself, or whatever it may be. But you're moving through the same thing. And there is a lot of support within each other. And it's almost kind of like your souls have come in. So a lot of the times, one of us comes in and we trailblaze, and then we have others that fall in behind. But when I started looking at your family, it's almost like, because you've got a lot to change in a short space of time, you've actually come in. A lot of you are doing the same work, so it becomes quite supportive. So yeah, what I'm seeing is you need to communicate more with each other. And there's an understanding. Speak to your elders, um, because there's a lot of knowledge that hasn't been expressed, and there's quite a few secrets that need to come up so that you can actually forgive, release, let go of. Yeah, it feels like there's some stuff that's held in a bit of shame that doesn't need to be there, because it's not shameful. Um, Things these days are perceived in a very, very different way than what they used to. And it's almost kind of like you're getting rid of keeping up appearances, and you're also getting rid of people should be seen and not heard. It's time to be heard. It's time to have those conversations with each other. Okay. Um, okay, let's go. Next person. Uh, Justine. Hi, Justine. Hi, brief chat message. Okay, please could we get a message from my guide, spirits, or higher self? Thank you. Yes, Justine. Let's see. What did they say for you this week? Okay, as soon as I connect in, you need to stop stressing. You are still taking on a lot more responsibility than is yours. Um, and it's important to, I think today's major theme is saying no. But you're moving into the space. You are starting to say no more often. It's saying no to the things that aren't in alignment and yes to the things that are. They're asking you to open up your heart for love, which is important. Um, because sometimes you might say that you'd like to manifest somebody, but you're a little bit afraid of it. So get rid of that. Um, one thing that you could do is write a list of everything that you want in a partner, and then look at where do you need to work. If you were that partner, that list was you, what do you need to work on? And you've got so much to offer, and you've got so much love, and you've got such a big heart. You're worthy and deserving of somebody that is in alignment with you. So absolutely, yeah, open up your heart to it. It's important. Okay. Okay, where are we? Tanya, let's see. Hi, Natasha. Tanya, here. Do we have a message from me for much gratitude? Yes. Okay. So what's coming up for you, Tanya, is perfectionism. And perfectionism isn't bad. Perfectionism is a state in a cycle. Okay. And sometimes there's something about attention to detail. You have extreme attention to detail. But they're telling you to not sweat the small stuff because sometimes you worry about stuff, but it's only important to you and it's causing you a lot of stress. So there's a little bit of a surrender that's needing to go. You are so good at everything that you do. Okay. There's it's incredible. Anything you touch is perfection. But don't let perfection be a glass ceiling because perfection stops progression. And that's why I like looking at perfection. So if you look at the infinity, okay, where the two kind of like circles meet in the middle, that is perfection. But nothing stands still. When you finish a cycle, it is perfect before it moves into the next cycle. But they're asking you to look at progression. And when you do kind of like revert back, when you do think back, okay, what could I have done better? It's not about beating yourself up. It's about going, okay, this is how we progress. This it's perfect. It just needs to progress into something bigger, into something more expansive, into and into yeah, and you're playing small right now, is what they're saying. So step into, you're afraid to step into your complete highest potential. Let go of the limitations because those limitations that you've placed are just you. Nobody else has placed them there. And you've got capacity for a lot right now. But you need to do it not at the risk of burnout. You need to do it if it's in alignment. And it almost feels like sometimes you get decision fatigue because there's a lot riding on your shoulders. So sometimes you need to let go of certain things as well. Okay, Tanya, I hope that that is supportive for you as well. Um, Madhu, please can I have your name? Um, like it just will help me to get in more like more accuracy as well. Okay, so let's see, where are we going next? So lovely to see you all here. Um, oh, Lindsay, I'm so glad you're enjoying the 21-day challenge. I really, really, really enjoy it too. It's that in itself brought in quite a lot of abundance, okay, which is important. Okay. Angela, let's see. Good morning, Natasha. I'm so grateful for your 21 Days of Gratitude series. May I have a message from my guides or the Ascended Masters? Thank you. Absolutely. Angela, you've got such a beautiful a beautiful way of giving. And because you give a lot, you have a lot of people wanting to support you. So it's really about saying yes more often, to allowing people to help you. And I'm feeling it in my jaw again, is because you do too much, you carry too much. And just like you like helping other people like having you, helping you. And sometimes allowing people to help us is actually really a gift. Just like it's a gift for you to support somebody through something, it's a gift for them as well to support you. So yes, you're in the space of expansion. It feels like you want to learn a hell of a lot more and you're just absorbing so much. And that is a big part of, as your life shifts, as your career shifts. So I think in the new year, if you haven't started a new job already, that is a possibility, that you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, this isn't my life anymore. Whose life is this? And these things need to change, and you'll start putting things into place if the ball hasn't started rolling already for that. So take it, one step at a time, and allow others to help you. When you do that, when we allow others to help us, it's a form of receiving abundance. And a lot of the times we get proud and we say no. And this isn't for you, Angela, or maybe, but it's for general. We tend to say no to people helping us. And we reject abundance in that way because we expect it to come in one way, but it actually comes in a very, very different way. So we need to see, what does abundance look like for us? And it might not be how we want it to be. It comes in a different way. Okay. Thank you. Hope that's supportive. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Natasha. Can you tell if my third eye is opening or when it will and how it will feel? Okay, that's very different. Let's connect into that, Michelle. So what they're saying is your third eye is always open. Um, However, you have an idea of what it needs to look like. You're very intuitive. Uh, it's almost like you're expecting to see something, whereas your third eye works with you in a sense of knowing. So there's different ways that our intuition works with us, right? Um, and our imagination is a great way for us to get messages. So what they're saying to you is you are extremely intuitive. You always have been. It's just not defined in the way that you expect it to be defined. One thing that you could do is morning journaling, writing. Journaling is a great way to activate your intuition. Yeah, your third eye is open, and I can see its potentiality. Like you have a potential to see past, present, but well into the future as well, looking at future probabilities. But yeah, your gut instinct has always been there. It's super sharp, and that's how your intuition is working with you right now. I hope that that makes sense to you. Okay, thank you. Let's see, where do we go? Nancy, thank you for sharing with us. May I have a message from my guides? Yeah, absolutely. Nancy, you think a lot. Your mind is very, very busy. Um, and it's almost kind of like uh, you're thinking too hard with your head. You need to start thinking more with your heart, Nancy. It feels like there's a distrust of your heart for some reason. Um, but your heart knows. And you might have felt like your heart has let you down in the past. It hasn't. Those times when we've been let down by people, where we've been hurt, they've come to activate a part of us that we've needed to become. And it feels like It is so expansive for you right now. There's a lot of hard work that's coming in for you in a space of giving love, but opening yourself up to receive love as well. So it's yeah, it's it's time for easy. You've done hard. It's time for choosing you. It's time for allowing um, that abundance to flow in all areas of our lives. Okay, thank you. I hope that works. Okay, Raylo. Hi, Natasha. Can I please have a message from my guides? Thank you. So good to see you, Raylo. It's been a long time. Okay, let's connect in. Okay, Raylo, as soon as I connect in, it feels like there's like on the left hand side of my heart, so it's a feminine aspect. So there's a lot of pain. So it's either because of a feminine aspect or you're not stepping into your creativity. It feels like there is it feels like you're not being true to yourself in one way. You're going with the flow of something that's not in alignment with who you are or what you want to do. And you are so expansive and so gifted. It's time to completely step into that. Okay. Um, so yeah, open your heart, choose you. Don't fear. Creator's got your back. Okay. Hasn't let you down before. You're a master manifester. And I think sometimes you forget that. So that is the message for you. Okay. Madhuri. Nice. Thank you. Please, can I have a message from my guides? Yes, I'm glad I found your message with your name. Okay, when I connect into your records, I have a bit of a sore throat and a bit of a sore head. It's you're finding a way to express your ideas. You're learning to communicate with different people in different ways. And it's almost like you need to step into an observation of who they are, what they're saying. And the other message that's coming through for you is sometimes it's not in what people say, it's in what they do. Um, and that is important for you to realize because sometimes they might really, 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 want to do it, but they might not. And it's got nothing to do with you. It's them. They failing themselves, not you, which is important for you to know. It's less about you and more about them. So love and compassion for self. Speak your truth. You don't, sometimes we don't speak up because we're empathic, and I feel that you're empathic, and we don't want to hurt others because we feel that energy and we know that we created that energy, but it's up to you to allow people to manage their own emotions, but you needing to speak from the heart and your ideas are important. So if you can, the mouth, the throat is the connection between the heart and the mind, and that's how you express that in a balanced way. Okay, but it's time to speak up for what you want. No more being quiet. Okay, that's important. Okay, hope that's supportive. Let's see, where are we going? Okay, so let's just move down here. Sienna, morning, Natasha. I have a big change happening with my accommodation. I've shared expenses thus far. However, that has changed with no warning. Okay. Okay, Sienna, what I'm feeling is this is coming to show you that you can do it on your own, right? So it's almost kind of like this is guiding you onto a path that's in alignment. So sometimes we don't see when we go through these things, we don't see how they're actually working for us. And to move yourself quickly through this, that is a good way, is to ask yourself, how is this situation actually working for me? And that helps you step into that place of power and strength in understanding. And once you see that, the pathway will open up for you. They're not giving it to you because they want you to learn this as a tool. Ask yourself, sit quiet, go into your heart and going, how am I actually benefiting from this? I know it doesn't feel like it, but I'm asking you to almost turn the coin upside down. You need to look at it from a different perspective. If you're looking at it from a tails perspective, you need to look at it from a head's perspective. You need to change that. Ask yourself, how is this actually working out for me? What does this actually mean? What is the benefit of you doing that? And that is important. Okay. I hope that that is supportive. Okay. Let's see. Willow, do you have a quick message for me moving forward into this new year? Love you too. Willow, you've gone back into your head again. You know how to manifest. You've gone into old habits, okay? So they're asking you to remember that you're powerful, that you're strong, that you know what you're doing. To follow your excitement. You've to look at how you're responding to things differently. Okay. Creator's got your back. It always has had your back, even though it didn't feel like that. But it's time to put that knowledge and wisdom to work. You've got this. You know what you're doing. And again, you're a master manifester. You've manifested everything up until now. So it's not time to go back. Okay? It's time to move forward. It's important. Okay. Let's see. Marisol. Hi, Natasha. Any messages that I need to hear at the present moment? Okay, let's connect into that. Still a little bit in your head, Marisol. It's important to really start expressing from the heart rather than from the head. Um, and it's important for you to care less, actually. uh, yeah, let go. Don't sweat the small stuff. Um, yeah, you're in a trajectory of expansion. So don't let certain things hold you back, which is important. Um, yeah, from the heart, let go of the head a little bit, because otherwise it becomes confusing. Okay, thank you. Angela, Natasha, is your birthday coming up? I am like you, a triple Sagittarian. My birthday is on the 8th of December, so not yet. I'll celebrate it with you all because I think my birthday is on a Monday, so I'll see you all on the 9th. So it would be a great way to spend my birthday. Thank you for asking. Okay. Gerard, what's the best way to see if one is not true to themselves? I feel anxiety in my upper right chest, but determining the cause can be difficult at times. That's a brilliant question, Gerard, because that is that resistance. So what I usually do when that kind of stuff happens is I get curious around it. So in your case, I would connect to your upper chest, okay, because that's the signal. It's telling you something. Have a conversation with it. Okay, have a conversation with that anxiety, saying, ask it, why are you anxious? What is it about the situation that is not in alignment? And start having a dialogue with that organ, with that memory, because sometimes it's a childhood memory that's come up and needs to be healed. And sometimes it's just your body knows the score. So sometimes it's that resistance that's coming up that you need to trust. So that becomes very, very important. Um, so yeah, I hope that tool helps, but that's great that you know what your no's are, that anxiety in your upper chest. But yeah, just get curious around it. Again, it's a tool that is there that's come to give you. Yeah. Okay. So let me do one more today. Let's see. Okay, I'll do two more. Carl, and then I'm going to do Catherine. Okay. Carl, where are we? Hi, Natasha. Can you connect me to this purple blob new guide? What is it? His name, is he a main guide for now? What is his goal for? Okay. So let me just connect in. Okay, so there's two aspects of that. So the frequency of purple is helping you. Purple's frequency is the frequency that connects us to spirit. It's the one closest to our reality. It's the shortest wavelength as well. Purple is also working with Saint Germain. Saint Germain is an incredible energy. Saint Germain is powerful. Saint Germain transmutes, transcends everything that is in our pathway. Is about expansion. It's about moving forward. It's the pain. He actually looks after the states. Right now, the land of opportunity. That is who he is. That is your guide for now, if you choose. But go and look at the violet flame of Saint Germain. It's important. Okay. Start working with him. I hope that that makes sense. Okay. May I have a message from my guide? Did he send me a signal this morning with a light to get my attention? Okay. Yes, your guides have been speaking to you in many, many ways. So they're asking you to really just step into the space of observation, or if you sit in the back of your head with the thought that wondering how they will communicate, getting curious how they're going to communicate with you, you'll start getting more and more messages. But yes, that was definitely a message from your guide to get your attention. And when that happens, they're saying you need to listen in, go into your heart and ask as if you're talking to a person. And whatever thoughts come into your mind, that's what you're receiving from them. Those are those messages. Sometimes we find it hard. Is it my imagination? Is this for real? I promise you, imagination is the substance that our guides use to communicate with us. Okay, so trust everything that you get, because the more you trust everybody, the more you will get. Okay. Yeah. So have an amazing day, rest of your week. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying either the limiting beliefs 21 days or the gratitude. Next year, I'm thinking of doing a short subscription where we will work through those live and in time. So have an amazing rest of your week, and there's a lot of exciting things coming up next week. So next year. See you all very, very soon. Love you all very much. And yeah, thank you for allowing